and deal this. There we go. You better have a drink.
I am your best. Let's add this. Now run while you can.
He's not doing very well. Let's get him shield bash. Oh, he's taking the brunt of the
My blood.
And should we get him out of the way of that? What else can we attack? We can come down here. No, 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 not you. You continue to
Now we get
attack.
our hands dirty.
You is who I was thinking of sending down here. Okay, I'll walk
Hey,
in.
watch it!
That ended quickly.
No mercy.
I was gonna say, who healed me, but I gained a level. And looks like my poison has run out.
New tactic. Bite ankles.
Lovely.
I love that line. Okay. Got some stuff to loot. Yeet.
Of course.
Anything else? Just their crate. I'm sure they won't mind me looting it for saving their lives.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Oh, I was hoping you'd talk longer. Excuse me, I'm trying to get a drink. You're very welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello,
Hello.
my boy.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Oh, I doubt you want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offence, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Allow me to help. For example, what can I clean out of this crate? Alright, so we all came out of that. She's got a sort of a dumb expression on her face, I just realized. Oh well. Let's try this. Okay, so we're going to add some into cunning. And I do like constitution. More stamina. Well, we'll keep adding to constitution until it's at least 15. So we're going to go this, this, and this. And I have a feeling I probably want... Well, no, cunning eventually replaces strength. So who knows? Close enough. Now, it looks like I can choose a specialization. I made it through the whole first game and never realized I could do this, if you can believe it. So I had a bunch of specializations I never selected. So I can be an assassin, +2 to dexterity, 2.5 critical chance. That's pretty good. Assassin finds the notion of fairness a quaint ideal that has no place in combat. Poisons are their weapon of choice, as are crippling strikes that inflict persistent wounds on their foes. As killers, assassins are marvels of stealth and efficiency. I like the sound of that, especially the poisons, because I've already decided I'm going to be pursuing the whole poison thing. Bard, willpower and cunning, nah, who wants to be singing? We'll let Liliana do that. And as you find out later, she has quite the stunning voice as well. Ranger, 1 to constitution, 5 to nature resistance. Rangers are for pansies. Oh no, that's not right. Rangers collect pansies. That's what it is. Rangers have an affinity for open country and wilderness, but as independent scouts and militia, they are opportunists, not stewards of nature. They exploit every advantage of their environment and can lure wild beasts to attack as their foes. Oh, that actually sounds interesting. So you can get basically summon creature and duelist, dexterity and damage to hit. This is going to be a choice between that and assassin. Duelists are deadly combatants who prefer to fight in light armors and strike with light but precise attacks. Experienced duelists have preternatural reflexes that allow them to evade the opponent's clumsy blows, as well as strike with remarkable precision. Well, I don't know if I get more than one. Let's see. Is awarded at level 14, yeah, so I will go both assassin and duelist, but I think since I've said right from the beginning I want to exploit poisons, we're going to choose assassin. And I think, yes, that gives me yet another place to have to put my points, my rare points. So that's fine because I don't have expert combat training anyway, so I can't apply any here. I won't be applying this. I'm not going to be using this. And this requires level 8, this requires level 8, so cool. I guess I'll be putting it here. And what am I putting it here for? The assassin marks a target, revealing its wheel. Oh, this is like a hunter in WoW. Marks a target, revealing its weaknesses that others can exploit. All attacks against the marked target deal additional damage. Cool. Consider it done. So I should be using that a lot. Let me do the slow, laborious thing of... Oh, shoot. Didn't quite get that right. Trying to save time. And clearly did not. I just want it to stand out so I remember to use it. And it's activated, it's not sustained. So basically I mark a target and that's it. How much does it use? It uses 43 and I have no idea how much I have. Stamina 139. Meh, okay. Good. I think my first stop is going to be camp to get rid of these injuries and talk to folks and whatnot. And I've almost decided that I'm going to be doing the DLC content right at the beginning, particularly the castle, so I can get my treasure chest, so I can unload some of this stuff instead of having to sell it and that sort of thing. Think. I don't know if there's a time limit on this first quest. I don't think there is. I will double check before we cause any damage though. And the other DLC is picking up that rock monster, and I may do that. I have no intention of having them in the party, but I may do it to get the experience. Of course, there's an upside and a downside to experience. The things we're fighting get harder. Okay, I will save it as well. There we are. Gather your party and venture forth. Indeed. And time for a drink. It cannot be comfortable sleeping in full armor.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seems so real.
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon. Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Yeah, this is the most non-confrontational one. Well, thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners.
And he
Anyhow,
does
you're up
his
now,
job
right?
Very
Let's
well.
pull up camp and get a move on.
Actually, let's not. Let's stay in camp for a bit. Time for me to hit on Liliana as well. Okay, so this, I believe, is some DLC I do not own.
You're a hard woman to find.
Maybe not.
Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
I'm Ariadne. I've never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
Well, as you know, my family's name is Mud around noble circles.
Oh, Mud.
My
Nice to meet
great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
you, Mud. What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
So what favour did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
I think I have this content, so I don't need to do this. Why didn't Duncan help you? How will reclaiming the peak help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
See, I'm not sure why it's saying, give me a moment and I'll help you. I know I have this, because I have opened up the treasure chest up there a few times. Well, let's click on it. I'm going to turn off fraps, actually, while I do this, just in case something pops on the screen.